Can you hear that? Oh my, how nice. So this is a truly, truly mixed woodland. It's nice. Speaks to it not being commercial. Having evolved, having not just been. In a minute, in a moment, I'm going to look down at the floor and I'm going to use that as a way of explaining just why this woodland is in the middle of very, very prime development land. Very, very prime. Now look at that. Wow. Noticed quite a few trees that are in their death throes, and it's nice to see them being left, because of the habitats that they'll create and the nutrients that they'll return to the soil when they get down from there and there to the soil. So this woodland, well, some understanding can come from looking at the ground. And I'm not saying that it's never ever used for cultivation, but it's difficult to cultivate. It's stony, it's dusty, very, very shallow. It'd take a lot of impact, a lot of input to actually bring it into commercial use. Plus it's on a slope, which presents problems that aren't insurmountable, but it presents problems. Now, this woodland came about, it's been known about for thousands of years. Perhaps some of the oldest known evidence in this woodland is the fact that it was used as a flint quarry. During the Stone Age, flint was a much prized resource. It was traded internationally. Skilled craftsmen known as flint knappers would fashion it into sharp-edged cutting tools, arrowheads, knives, scrapers. And there are people that still practice flint knapping today. One of the more famous flint mine sites is up in Norfolk, a place called Grimes Graves. They go down 70, 80 feet and extend out for a couple of 100 feet. They were recognised as a real resource for the hunter-gatherers that used to roam before we settled. You might have noticed that I'm standing in front of a particular tree. And it's an immigrant. It's a Turkish immigrant. And it won't offer to cut your hair, or to repair your phone, or to sell you a vape, which is what a lot of the Turkish immigrants bring to this country, or the most recent Turkish immigrants bring to this country. But it will offer you food. It's a sweet chestnut. We'll see a few more. You might be able to see that it's beginning to form its fruiting bodies. Wow. So one of the things I like about this wood is it's a nice mixture. Open heathland, open grassland, interspersed with patches of woodland. It's so nice. And a little bit later on in the walk, I wonder what that is. Please tell me, let me know if you know. So later on today's stroll, yeah, we'll go into some more dense woodland. I hope that the panorama view that I'm going to present to you is clear enough for you to be able to see some evidence of the life cycle of a wood. From the very, very old, that sweet chestnut being one of the very olds, to the relatively olds, to the less old, to the very, very new. Beautiful, beautiful woodland. And now, traffic noise is just a faint hum in the background. And hopefully as we go further into the walk, that'll recede even further. So here are some more of those beautiful, beautiful blue flowers. Please, anybody that's more knowledgeable than me, a lot of you out there, perhaps you'd like to comment if you know what it is. I'd like to know. Right out in the middle of the heath, not overshadowed, not overly watered, grass hasn't been cut for a while, very poor sandy, stony soil. Look forward to reading your comments. And look at this splendid fellow, or maiden. Right next to a sister. Young oaks. I'm going to be talking about young oaks in a little while. And I wonder if that will turn into a mighty oak tree grown from the acorns of this tree. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, be satisfactory. Now, I mentioned earlier that this was once a flint mine. And the way that flint mines used to work, a bit like diamond mines nowadays. A flint would be found and they'd explore and excavate the area, all by hand. And they'd extract all the flint nodules that they could find. Flint very rarely lays in a layer. And the result is dips and hollows, such as this one, which would then fill up with undergrowth. Water perhaps, maybe it will hold water. Flint's often found in association with chalk, which is absorbent, but as you'll see later, can also hold water. We'll see a better example in a while.